Logiciel Provision.
Madame Klimikiewicz, vous avez participé au CD de M. KAVANDA. Qu'est-ce que vous avez fait exactement dans le CD de M. KAVANDA?
I proposed to Jeff a few texts, and from then we started working together via internet, and it took us almost 2 years to complete the entire work, and it was a long process because we live one in Belgium and I live in Toronto now, and so it was this distance, and on the other hand we belong to different traditions. Jeff comes from African culture. I come from East European background, from Poland, and our aesthetical sensibilities were quite different. So we had to make some concessions to produce the result, the CD. But it was very interesting and stimulating experience. Know each other by creativity and get in touch with another culture, doing something together, something very stimulating.
Effectivement, ça doit être très différent de l'emploi que vous avez quotidiennement. Est-ce que vous pouvez nous parler un peu de votre travail et de quelle façon c'est que la poésie a fait partie à ce moment, que vous avez pu permettre à votre poésie d'aller rejoindre celle de la musique de M. KAVANDA?
I teach translation at the university, at York University, in the School of Translation, in the bilingual college, Glendon College. And translation is actually a very open, very interesting area of investigation about identity, about displacement, about exile, migration, all the modern conditions of living of many people around the world. So my intellectual preoccupations somehow reached his own artistic and individual preoccupations, and it was also very interesting to work with abstract ideas, poetry, songs, music, tam-tam, percussion, and I found this collaboration very interesting.
Justement, au niveau de votre travail et peut-être la pièce plus précisément Tam-tam d'exil, il y a un lien très direct. C'est que vous travaillez beaucoup justement sur la mémoire des objets et le déplacement de l'objet. Dans le cas de Tam-tam d'exil, est-ce que ça vous a permis de pouvoir justement parler plus facilement de cette attitude de l'exil?
Yes, because all of us have some objects from the past, objects that belong to us and that we want to preserve and keep forever from displacement from place to place. And these objects are very often very ordinary things that we use in everyday life, and we don't even think about these objects precisely, but suddenly then they acquire some specific different status. These objects become like a history, incarnate history of the person and his or her own displacement. And also the object is very important because, like in immigration countries like in Quebec, in Canada, in Belgium, where there's a lot of immigrants from all over the world, normally the society doesn't want to know what happened before the exiled person arrived in the country. So the object is something that witnesses that brings with itself the history of the exile, and that is very difficult for many exile people. It's a very difficult moment, the transition between from the origin country to the new country. This period of time and that experience is extremely difficult for many immigrants, and very often once we arrive to the destination, nobody wants to hear about that, because they want to hear that we are happy, that we have a new life, that we have new opportunities. But somehow, for me, this period is very crucial, and very often it will give the possibility to succeed or to fail, according to difficulty that the person went through during that period.
La poésie que vous avez offert justement, M. Kavanda, effectivement, est un grand succès. Est-ce que vous prévoyez d'autres collaborations avec M. Kavanda?
It's up to him. I hope so. I hope so.
Et au niveau de la poésie, est-ce que c'était votre première expérience en poésie directe, ou si vous aviez déjà travaillé au niveau de la poésie?
Yes, I have published few poems in few different books, but then I stopped for many years because I was really invested in research and academic work, and it was very demanding period of my life. But it's very nice to come back, and even it's not like real poetry, because I had to change the level of just to fit to musical world of Jeff and his sensibility, artistic, aesthetic sensibility.
Si on veut avoir de l'information, justement, voir les textes que vous avez produits, est-ce qu'il y a un endroit où on peut rejoindre pour voir les textes ou?
No, because it was published in Polish. And this publishing house went bankrupt few years ago, so I have only 2 copies of this book. So.
Okay. Et au niveau de votre emploi, est-ce que vous travaillez avec Pau Exil? C'est quoi exactement?
Pau Exil is the research group which was found by Professor Alexinus at the Université de Montréal in the Département de Linguistique et de Traduction, and we started working together, I think 5, 6 or 7 years ago, and we really, as a team, research group and team, we did really a huge amount of work to make to understand better the exile, displacement, and to share also this knowledge with other people, because it's a very crucial, important question in today's world.
Donc, on va mettre le lien pour justement que les gens puissent aller voir pour Exil directement sur comme vous voyez au bas de l'écran, déjà là, vous avez le lien Internet. Et là-dessus, je vous remercie beaucoup. C'était très gentil. Et de l'entrevue et surtout des poèmes que vous avez offerts à M. Kavanda, c'était merveilleux. Je vous remercie beaucoup.
On remercie madame qui vient de Toronto, qui vient de Montréal, donc voilà.
Je suis dans un entre-deux entre Montréal et Toronto.
En 2 exils.
En 2 exils, oui, si vous voulez.
Il vient de Toronto, mais il était à Montréal, il est parti à Toronto, maintenant il est revenu à Montréal pour nous rencontrer quand même.
Oui, avec plaisir.
Merci.
Ça m'a fait plaisir. Merci.
Logiciel Provision. Logiciel